Yo, what is up, people? We are back with another video, and I was one of the very, very lucky ones that managed to get in within the first couple of waves with the Escape from Tarkov Arena. I actually didn't receive an email. I just went onto my launcher and it let me install it, so be sure to keep checking that. But we're going to dive in. I'll try and keep this video nice and short and just give you my first sort of like impressions. I've only played the game for literally a day. Played about 8 hours in total, but here's my first sort of like impressions. So we'll switch the scene, we'll have a little look, and we'll go through a couple of things. So starting out, I want to talk about the presets. The presets are obviously a really cool concept, the fact that people can't actually just make their own gear sets and stuff, but I do think that the way that things have been done, it's a little bit sort of skew with, I guess you could say, because there is only ranked available at the moment in Arena. There is no like sort of offline or unranked like game mode or anything. So I think the biggest issue with this is there are certain classes you'll see here on CQB. This is the route that I've been going down. So what you have to do is you use one of the classes, and then you'll see that the line links to the next class underneath. You have to rack up the experience points to unlock this class, and you make your way down the tree. You'll see here I'm over at the blackjack, which means this cost me 104,000 rubles per round. I'll talk about that in a quick couple of minutes, but I'm down here. I'm going to be slowly moving on once I unlock this. If I was to use this class, obviously there is no connection on the tree, but we go down onto Centurion. We keep making our way down, and in the end, we're going to get down to classes like this, like the Butcher. I'm going to be able to run a Hex Grid of Reesteen and SA-58, running M62s. I'm going to have Painkillers. I'm going to have a Flashbang, got Zagastin, everything like that. That is a crazy, crazy kit. And this is where the difficulty then comes in with how things have been done. Because if I'm running a kit like that, and I'm in a bad rank as such, like even if I've played loads of games, I've racked up XP, but I've not actually progressed high up through the rankings, I could end up coming up against people that are quite literally running kits like this, and they pretty much stand absolutely no chance against me. This is a kit here, Attic. He's going to be shooting me with T rounds from his semi-auto 545 short AK with level 3 armor. He stands absolutely no chance. So I think there needs to be a way to actually level up your presets, but in like an unranked mode, so that you can then transfer them across into ranked. That's just my opinion at the moment. I think it's just a little bit of a weird one. So then if we are now going to talk about the economy and the way that the economy works in the Arena game mode, you'll see down here I've got 3 million, nearly 3.1 million rubles. These just go up by winning and losing games. But it's not like Counter-Strike. I know like BSG have said they don't want to make this game too much like Counter-Strike, but it does have a very Counter-Strike feel to it. The rounds and stuff, the way that things work. Obviously, you're capturing objectives instead of planting bombs and stuff. It does have a very Counter-Strike feel to the game. But the economy, once you pick your preset at the start of a game, that is just it. That's it for the game. So this will cost me like 100,000 rubles for this kit over here. And once I've bought this kit, that is it. That's my kit for the entire game. Even if I die 4 rounds in a row, I will have this for the next round. It doesn't matter. It's not like Counter-Strike where you have to buy and then you've got to like try and save your kit and things like that. You'll see people pick up a different gun. It's literally, that is my kit for the game, period. And to be honest, you hardly ever actually lose money. I don't know about these higher up kits. Obviously, these are going to start costing a lot of rubles once you start getting up here. But to be honest, if you're wiping teams and you're winning games, it's just going to balance out. You're going to be fine. Right, moving on to the maps in the game. To be honest, I think they've actually done a really, really good job with every single map in the game. Equator is probably my favorite map. It's the smallest. It creates absolute carnage. There's like a little middle lane where the actual objective is. Then there's the 2 sides, and it's basically everybody just flies at each other from spawn. It's really, really good. It's hard to really explain it too much, but it's just a really close, tight-knit map with absolute carnage. Sawmill is basically woods, but in a 5v5 quick fire style game mode. There are 2 objectives on Sawmill. You got one up at the top, which seems to be sort of like the meta play. You push up the top, then you can just look down on everybody else. And then you've got sort of like a down area where people can flank and push around and try and push up. There are also some gun spawns where you can pick up like an SVD that has a voodoo. I think overall the map's pretty cool. Has some good sort of flanking points and things like that. Air Pit seems to be the map that me and my team were just absolutely dominating on yesterday. It's a very cool map. It again has sort of like the 3 lanes. It's got the 2 sides where there's like loads and loads of shops. Then you've got the central lane, which is just the plane. The plane is your main point of contact. You just want to get in there, win the fight, win the battle, hold down the plane. Because once the 2 objectives open up, whichever one opens up, you've got line of sight. You can just shoot down and kill the people that are on it. Bowl seems to be the best sort of all-round map. It has 3 very good lanes. You've got the central lane that goes straight through, and you've got a plane crashed in the middle. You've then got med side, and then you've got dorm side, as we call it. You've got 2 towers either side, so you've got sort of like some height. You've got good 3 lanes. You've got the central place, and then you've also got, instead of just having the lanes with air pit where you can just see from plane, if you push down the lanes on bowl, you can't really be seen from the other lanes. That makes sense. So it's kind of cool. You can actually get some good flanks and work the map pretty well. Bay 5 is just, I don't know, it seems like a cool mapping concept. It seems quite frustrating though. All the crates and containers just make for some crazy audio. Trying to explain where people are, it's like you've got loading bay one side, you've got fuel at the back, you got the metal stairs as we call it, and then the rest just seems to create a bit of carnage because it's like, oh, he's near a container, and there's just containers everywhere. Yeah, that one's pretty tough. It's a fun map, but seems to be my sort of least favorite, which is quite shocking. I thought Sawmill would be, but Bay 5 seems to be my least favorite at the moment. So if we now move on to like the actual gunplay and the feel of the game and how it all works and things like that, I will say at the moment the hit registration does feel really, really, really good. Although some of the semi-auto shots that I was taking yesterday, I did feel like I was hitting the shot and it wasn't killing. So I don't know, maybe I was missing, maybe it's the hit reg. We'll blame it on hit reg for now. But yeah, overall everything does actually feel really, really, really good. I was basically just point firing with my M4 yesterday, 100 round mags, and I feel like I was just hitting people. So it was pretty good. The desync, I don't feel like there's been much desync at all at the moment, but that could just be because everybody's so low on skills. Obviously, leveling skills can be very difficult. You're not running around long distances and actually leveling your skills like you would in the main game. So my endurance and strength are still at level 0 after an entire day of playing. So yeah, it's kind of hard to judge that one at the moment, but first impressions are that the connection actually seems really, really good. Hit reg, decent, desync, minimal. Right, now if we talk about the waiting times, I feel like BSG haven't really learned their lesson from the main game. And the waiting times can be a little bit annoying. It does feel pretty quick, and obviously you're getting into games fairly quick, but I feel like there's some unnecessary screens that you kind of have to keep going through. So again, if I switch over the scene and I'll have clicked on Arena Battle, then I click Ranked, I click Next, and then I click my maps. So it will create the game world. So you're waiting for this to create the game world. Then after this, it will then say matching. Then you'll get put into a screen where you then have to click accept. Once you've clicked accept, you then have to wait again. So once, I'm not actually going to click this because I don't want to play right now, but you click this, then you have to wait again. Then it puts you onto your preset screen where you get 90 seconds to then choose your preset. And once you've chosen your preset, you have to wait again. Then you get put in the game. So I just feel like these screens are a little bit unnecessary, but I also feel that during some of these screens, they could have made things a little bit better, learned from the main game and made it so that we could actually check our skills, check our preset trees and things like that. Maybe even check our squads skills and things like that. If you're deciding to play some solo 5-mans and you're getting in with a bunch of people that you don't know, you can maybe check out their skills, check out their ranks, their stats and stuff like that. I think that would have been a pretty cool concept. And now to wrap up the video, guys, the cleanup crew. There's been a lot of discussions about this over on Twitter and things like that. And the cleanup crew during the DreamHack event did cause some problems. Obviously, in ranked, I feel like the cleanup crew needs to be tweaked. Maybe delay it a little bit, make it possible for some more flanks and stuff within the time period before making it that the cleanup crew come out. If you don't know what the cleanup crew is, basically raiders and bosses will spawn if you don't push the objectives soon enough. You start getting toxins and dying, and it's, I don't know, for an esport game mode, I don't feel like it's the right vibe, like the right sort of concept. I feel like it's a cool concept, maybe for unranked. Maybe you can keep it in ranked, but just tweak it ever so slightly. Make it so that it's not going to really affect, like if there's thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds on the line, you're 1v1, you're holding out, who's going to clutch, and then a boss just runs over and kills the last guy. It just doesn't really feel like an esport. But overall, I'm having an absolute blast on this game. I'm already, as I'm recording this video, I'm literally going to be posting this video and then I'm jumping straight in some games. Like, I'm fully addicted right now. It's really, really, really fun. Yes, maybe a couple of tweaks here and there, but it's so much fun. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, like, comment, sub to the channel. That'd be fantastic. Come check me out at Twitch as well. I do stream over there, or you can watch streams here now on YouTube. We do stream here too. I'll catch you there, guys. Peace.